Thank you so much, Virgo. I love that you are here. And today we are going to look at April 12th, 2025, and that's the full moon in Libra. We're looking at Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising with specific messages for each. We'll look at numerology and astrology and the tarot cards, and we'll end the reading with advice for your sign. And in the description box, I have links to meditations for each of these tarot cards that I drew for you today. So let's start with numerology, and that day is a 7. The number 7 represents deep introspection and spiritual growth and transformation. And for Virgo, this number encourages emotional renewal and finding balance in transitions. So, an example might be that you might reflect on emotional well-being today. Perhaps you realize you've outgrown certain relationships or you feel strong urge to start something fresh. Maybe you've been avoiding an emotional truth, and now the universe is nudging you to face it head on. Ooh. So, the full moon. Libra is your second house, so it's going to talk about finances and self-worth and stability, and bringing a focus on your material and emotional security. So you might feel a push-pull between financial stability and emotional fulfillment. Okay? And then we have the sun, and the sun is in Aries, and that's your 8th house. And that's talking about transformation and endings and rebirth. So the full moon opposes the sun in the 8th house. So it highlights major transformation in finances, emotional bonds, and personal power. So for example, you might be ending an old financial habit, closing a chapter with somebody, or even realizing your self-worth has changed. Perhaps you're debating leaving a job that drains you for something much more fulfilling. Even if it feels uncertain, you're really seriously thinking about it. So then there's Mercury, and Mercury is in Aries, and that's your 8th house. So it's going to talk about deep conversations and emotional honesty. So Mercury here makes you cut through illusions and gets to the heart of the matter. So you might have a conversation today that would change everything. Maybe a friend or a partner tells you something that shifts your perspective completely. You might finally speak your truth about what you want. And then we got Venus. I mean, that's big, but let's keep going. Then we got Venus, and Venus is in Pisces, and that's your 7th house. That's about relationships and commitments and balance. So your relationships, both romantic and professional, are in focus. So you might realize someone in your life is no longer aligned with your future. Or on the flip side, you could meet someone new who deeply inspires you. Let's look at the cards. We have the Ace. Hi, where are you? There you are. The Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, that talks about emotional renewal and love and new beginnings. And it signals like a fresh start in love, self-care, and emotional openness. It also encourages forgiveness and emotional healing and allowing love into your life. So maybe you're closed off emotionally, whether due to a heartbreak in the past or work stress or a fear of vulnerability. But today, something shifts. You could meet someone new and have a heart-to-heart conversation, or simply realize you're ready to open your heart again. So the advice is say yes to emotional renewal, whether it's a new romance or it's self-love or it's a creative passion. Let it flow. Let it in. Then we have Temperance. Hi, there you are. And Temperance is about balance and patience and divine timing. So this card reminds you that things are unfolding at the right pace. You're blending the old with the new, and you're transitioning without rushing. So you're taking your time. So here's an example. You might feel impatient for change. Like, oh, I want to leave my job and I want to start a new relationship. Or you want to see results in something you're working on. But temperance reminds you the pieces are coming together even if you don't see it yet. So trust the process. Don't force things. Stay balanced and let everything unfold naturally. Be patient, Virgo. And then there's death. Not what you think. But it is about endings, and it is about transformation, and it is about rebirth. It isn't about physical death. That's one thing everyone gets wrong. It's about shedding the old to make space for something new. Something in your life is ending, and it's making room for a better version of you. So you might decide to let go of a relationship. Not necessarily always romantic. It could be just a friendship. And it could be an acquaintance. It doesn't have to be so deep. But you're going to let go of this relationship. Or you might be letting go of a job. It could be like your second job or your third job. Or even small odd jobs. So no drama. Or you might be letting go of a belief that no longer serves you. Maybe you finally accept that a relationship has run its course. Or you realize your career path needs a bold change. So here's the advice. Embrace the transformation. Holding on to the past won't serve you. Lean into this new chapter. So let's talk about Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. So Virgo Sun, this is a major emotional reset. You're experiencing a shift in emotional perspective. So maybe you've been resisting a change in your personal life and you're clinging to a relationship or routine or something that's a habit. Today, you see it's time to let go and embrace what's next. Virgo Moon, this is a deep emotional healing and balance. Your heart is going through a transformation. You may finally forgive yourself or even just someone else for past mistakes. But you're hardest on yourself, so I'm going to go with that. The Ace of Cups suggests fresh emotional start, while Temperance ensures it happens at the right pace. So Virgo Rising, and it's a shift in self-worth and financial growth. Your values and financial stability are evolving. So you might realize you've been underpaid or undervaluing yourself. So the full moon pushes you to step into your worth, whether that means asking for a raise or starting a new career path or walking away from something that doesn't honor you. So here's a summary. April 12th, 2025, that marks a powerful emotional and financial transformation. The full moon in Libra encourages you to release what no longer serves you. Embrace emotional healing and trust divine timing. So the Ace of Cups, that's emotional renewal. That's new love or a new creative inspiration. So Temperance, that's balance and patience and divine timing. And Death, that's letting go. That's transformation and rebirth. So here's the real life takeaway. Open your heart. Love and renewal are waiting for you. Change is happening. Don't fear it. Embrace it. Your emotional and financial stability are evolving. Trust the process. So Virgo, here's your advice for the day. You're stepping into a new version of yourself. Let go of the past. Embrace emotional healing and trust that everything is falling into place exactly as it should. You're ready for this transformation. Oh, I love that for you, Virgo. And I love that you were here. Thank you so much for choosing this reading, and I hope to see you in another reading.